Oh yeah, so Mortal Shell. Here's the game, right? It's a beta. It's more of a demo. I'd say it's a demo. All right. You're playing through like a few little areas. Two areas, right? You go through, and then there's a boss at the end. You beat the boss, and then they say, "Oh, that's the end of the demo." So right here, this is gameplay from. I streamed this a little bit. Yesterday I beat the boss. It was actually a surprisingly hard fight. Um, is this what I? Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a fun little clip here. So you see that guy right there? He's got swords. He like pulls the swords out of him, like you just saw there. And there's a cliff there. All right, so that good timing, I guess, with that. So there are a lot of it's a very Dark Souls type of game, right? There are a lot of you know, like you walk around this corner and there's a guy hiding around the corner, right? Something like that. That kind of thing. There's a cliff there, you walk off the cliff and die. Um, so the idea is you have these shells, which are basically the characters that you play as, and then these characters have weapons too, which I didn't really realize until a little while. So right there, the weapon I'm using is like the knight weapon, and then that was the knight back there, like sleeping in the thing. All right, look, I mean, this is the early footage. All right, this is when I was going through the year like the first time. All right, so don't worry about it. I do get better. Um, so yeah, you see there when you get killed or whatever, you get knocked out of your thing, and then you can go back into your body. You get your full health back. Um, right there, I was poisoned too, and that thing's grabbing me. What you gotta do there is you turn to the stone form to deal with those. I figured that out after a little bit. So yeah, you play as these characters, right? Um, there's the knight, and then there's this like rogue character basically. And this rogue character's weapons, it's like a little sickle and a dagger thing. You like dual wield, and it doesn't do much damage. I don't know. I didn't upgrade it either. I had this sword upgraded, so I just went with this. So yeah, the combat is really good. So that guy just ripped his head off and threw his head at you. I mean, there's a lot of really good animations, like really good. There are a lot of really good details. Like early on there with some like archers or something shooting at you, and like the arrows would like fly by you and go like, it would do like that. See what I'm talking about? Guys around corners. Um, so that was really nice. That's a really nice detail that I never see in any game like ever. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, let me think. Oop, there I go again. So after you get knocked down, go back into your body. If you get knocked out again, then you're dead. It's basically like Sekiro, right? Like they have a lot of Dark Souls and Sekiro stuff in here. There's some way to parry, and then it supposedly does like a Ripazay thing with like the Sekiro red dot. I never actually did that. I don't know. I couldn't figure that one out. Um, but yeah, very, very, very much like Dark Souls. Like it'll feel like Dark Souls, right? But it's a little different, right? You can harden. There's a loot. It's right there in the over there. You can play the loot. That's the best thing. You can even kick the loot around. If there's loot on the ground, it'll like make sounds when you kick it around. There's a lot of nice detail. So see there, I figured out, oh, I can just do that, make them bounce off me. Um, the combat is really fluid. It's surprisingly good. I was skeptical about this game, right? I was thinking it would maybe be okay. It's good, right? It's good, at least in this demo, right? Um, and there will be a lot of boss attempts that we'll, get to, and you guys see that the boss is surprisingly challenging, right? Like I was thinking it would just be some easy bullshit because everyone's afraid to make a hard game, but no, it was tough. Yeah, either that or I was playing the game wrong. I don't know. I didn't have any healing items, so see there, I'm getting away from the head. But I didn't have any healing items. There's no Estus. There are like mushrooms that you can have that'll heal like a little tiny bit of health slowly over time. That's me pressing the parry key. And also, yeah, I'm playing as the rogue, right? You'll notice something. This is one kind of issue. So the rogue has a huge stamina bar and then a little bit less health than the knight character. Um, but yeah, the knight character, I just couldn't beat the boss because I had no stamina. And then right there, I was getting my souls back. You get tar. It's called tar in this game, but it's souls, all right? So I was getting, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so the larger stamina bar on this character just makes him better than the knight, right? Like that's just how that was. There was no like, oh, well, the knight's better at this. Like it's like, with the knight you swing, you dodge, and then you don't have any stamina, right? And then you die. But with this, you have plenty of stamina, so you don't die, and it's all fantastic. So that's kind of an issue, I think, because then that just means it's not just you're gonna play as a shell which again is the character that you're playing as, right? That's a shell. Ooh, I'm playing the lute here. Here, check this out. Let me get the sound going. This is my Twitch, highlight clip, but not highlight. Look at that, amazing. All right, so, what was I saying? Yeah, that really derailed my train of thought. So yeah, it's basically like Dark Souls where you go through the area, you get your ass kicked maybe, and then you just master the area. Like at some point, I was just farming stuff out to try to unlock this like talent tree. Ooh, one issue with this, right? This is the biggest issue with the gameplay for me. I would hit. So at first I tried rebind. Oh, so check this out. I'm doing something here. There's the other shell, right? The knight. So I clicked on that, and now I'm the knight character, right? And look at my stamina bar. All right, look how much less stamina I have. I didn't notice that until way later. So I'm actually gonna be doing a lot of like attempts with this character on the boss, I think. And also there's like the rogue's weapons like on the wall. I didn't see those until way later. But yeah, So yeah, one big issue. Normally I like, having certain keybinds, right? I wanted to change tab targeting to T on the keyboard, right? I'm using a mouse and keyboard. For whatever reason, when you hit T, even if you've bound the key to something, it I don't know, it like windowizes the game or something in a way where like the mouse cursor will come up on the screen. You can't swing your weapon anymore. You can't dodge. You can't control the camera, and then you just die. And that happened to me like a ton of times, like 50 times. I don't know. So check this out. Boom. You can use this stone thing where you harden. You can just avoid stuff. It's a little overpowered, I think, honestly. But it is kind of cool. It's fluid, right? Like you can do it mid swing, mid jump, like anything. You can just do it at any moment, and it'll just work. It's smooth. It's really smooth. Like there's a lot of really nice animations in this. Really smooth gameplay. It's more than I thought it would be. Like at first I was like, it's gonna be kind of shitty. I was sort of skeptical even just playing it at first, but yeah, it got pretty great. Once you get a handle on the game, right, like the controls and all that. Look at that guy. He pulls a sword out of himself and throws it at you. Like it's awesome. Pulls the two swords out of his back to start fighting you. Like really great animations. Like really, the health bar isn't too intrusive. So something I figured out later is if you actually want to go for the killing blow on those guys, otherwise you don't get the souls tar. You don't get the tar. So right here I got some mushrooms, right? I'm gonna use this mushroom maybe, I don't know. There's also a poison mushroom that like poisons you for some reason. And I'm popping it off of my quick item thing because why would I use that? I don't know. It just poisons you. So right there, that's a healing item. 40 health over 60 seconds. There's a familiarity thing. The more times you use an item, including the loot, the better it gets, I guess. I don't know. So there's my souls right there, and that's kind of cool, right? It's like a little statue of me, right? So I'm gonna grab that, obviously. Yep. And now that changed me back. That's a big little, something odd. It's weird. So like, even though I was the knight character, I grabbed I grabbed the body or whatever, right? Oh my god, look at that! They almost got me there. And it turned me back into the rogue character, so that's really kind of odd. See, a large bolt, I don't even know what that does. Like, I tried using it and, I don't know, nothing happened. So, I'm looking at my health. My health is actually going up. Oh, it's because I had the mushroom, right? Okay. So, yeah, there's a lack of healing. Like, there's no Estus, right? You don't just have an Estus, you just get your health back. Like, it doesn't happen. So it does feel a lot more punishing in that sort of way. Like even Sekiro had like the gourd or whatever. It's basically as if it's like instead of having an Estus, it's like it's Dark Souls 2 where you have the life gems, but you only have the life gems. That's kind of what it feels like, where you just have these limited use healing items, unless there's something I wasn't understanding and there was a healing item that I wasn't using, because I don't know, I didn't have an Estus. So, right here, I should be coming up on the boss. I might just skip ahead, honestly. So here, I think, yep, here's a little talent tree thing. Most of them are, locked for the demo. Nothing really special. Like, it's just kind of like, hardening lasts longer, like you gain stamina or something, it's just kind of basic stuff. Like you could play through the game without getting any of those things and you'd be just fine. So nothing really too interesting in the talent tree, honestly. There is like a little yellow bar right here. That's like a special attack kind of thing. It's sort of like a weapon art, maybe you could say. Um, so if I like use that, it would basically just, I'm not gonna be using it against these. In fact, I'm probably farming. No, I wouldn't be. Uh, at some point I was farming these just to build that up a little bit for the boss. I'm just gonna try skipping to the boss. But yeah, there are a lot of items. They throw a lot of items at you, and I don't know what any of them do really. Like they just say like, use this to learn more about it, and yeah, it's weird. I was just using everything as soon as I like got them. So up ahead here is the here's the boss. Okay. Actually, you know what? Can I just go back? Yeah. Okay, so there's like, ooh, the boss, right? So, yeah. Now, first I'm gonna grab these items, which, what do we have here? It's rotten food. I don't know what that does. It doesn't really say. It just says use it and find out. And I used it and nothing happened. Then there are things like these where you use them and they'll buff you, like temporarily. Like it'll say right next parry refunds resolve on success. Resolve. I don't remember what that. I think that's the yellow bar. I'm pretty sure. So here's the boss, right? So obviously there's a lot of screen shaking, which is I don't know if that's a good. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Um, but yeah, you can like there. I use the stone form thing, harden it's called, and it's just Dark Souls, right? Dodge. But here's the thing: there's I'd say better hitboxes. Like this guy's swinging both his arms. It's not just dodge and then you're completely immune. Um, like in Dark Souls, right? You can just roll, and no matter what's happening, you just avoid it because you've got like invulnerability frames, iframes, right? Yeah. Um, it's not really like that in here. Like you can dodge, and you might avoid the this swing, but maybe he's coming with both hands, and like the other hand hits you or something, right? So that was happening a lot. So it does feel a lot more like I'd say realistic in that sort of way. Like in Dark Souls, it's just kind of stupid, right? The boss is blowing shit up in front of you, like swinging around, and you just, you know, all you have to do is dodge, and then you're good. Um, so I do like a million attempts with this knight character who has no stamina. Also, the sprinting. Look how fast you're going. It's crazy. Like you could just sprint through the whole game. Like it's crazy. Like how fast you move. Um, like boom, I'm already back to the boss. And so I'm grabbing my body. Although I learned, so when you grab your body, I pressed T there. See the cursor, and then that's why I'm immediately getting destroyed because whoops, I lost control of the camera, and I'm trying to get control of the camera back, which is what's going on there. You saw the mouse cursor again. I really hope they fix that. Like, you never know. Like, you never know. Like they might just not fix that. But that's huge. That's a huge problem. So right there, I tried to do a parry. I don't know what happened. Like nothing. So see like that, like the swing like came around and hit me. It's really like good. Like the boss was, it's good. It's funny how your character ragdolls around when you get knocked over like that. But yeah, playing as the knight character is just like playing on hard mode basically. But yeah, something I figured out is if you're going back, basically your body is like an ember, right? Um, sometimes people do a boss where they'll start with their unembered health, get hit a few times, and then they'll ember mid boss fight to get their health back to full. So that's basically like if you die against the boss, that's basically what you could do with your body in the room, right? Like your body will be in there, you get a couple hits on you or whatever, then you go get your body, you get full health back. Um, so there, I tried doing a parry again because it told me the thing lit up. When it lights up, you're supposed to do the parry. I tried that, and it just, I don't know, like it's one of those things. Like I don't know, I'm just not gonna be using that. I don't think. So right there, I'm out of stamina. Right, I'm rolling. I'm out of stamina. I have no stamina. Right, so the knight is really just tough. Right, then I took a hit and died. So this goes on for a while. Let's see. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I want to see like maybe one where the game crashes a lot too. when you die, like obviously it's a beta, or it's a demo. Um, like there might be some technical reason for them to call it a beta, but like it's a demo. So right there, I got my body, got full health. Um, yeah, and it is fun. You do get better, like as you play. Like yeah, like just like Dark Souls, right? You start out just being terrible, and then you get good. Because like when I went back to go farm the mobs just to try to get my little special attack thing up, uh, I was just killing them. Like I wasn't taking any damage from them. Like it was really, it's all about using the harden too. Like that is the thing. So I'm gonna skip ahead of this, where it crashes there. So obviously I've swapped over to the this guy. It's possible that I've at this point noticed his stamina bar being like twice as long, more than twice as long. Like honestly, it's ridiculous. So there's my body, right? Going in, going for this boss. The animations are really nice. Like everything is nice. Like there weren't any bugs. The boss wasn't just like twirling around in place, like bugging out. Like everything's just working. There was one little issue. At some point, a mob, like one of the little guys in the other area, just ran into this boss area and started attacking me. Um, so yeah, whoops. Yeah, this isn't going so well. So I'm probably running away to try to get to my body just to get full health. Right, that's over there. I'm looking for it. Gonna lead this guy around. But yeah, I don't know which ooh, look at that. I mean, it's crazy. Even the screen shaking isn't too bad either. Like it's like there was motion blur, which I turned off because the motion blur is just the worst design ever. It shouldn't exist in any game. But the effects are pretty nice. Like graphically, I don't even think the game's amazing graphically, but they have this like, there it is. There's the mob. I told you. See, he's not supposed to get in there, right? Clearly. That's amazing. All right. But yeah, they have like some filters over everything basically, and everything just looks nice because of the filters. But that's good. Yeah. The game was kind of hefty. I don't know. Like even in just the title screen, my computer's fan was like, and it was like my computer was like getting hot. Like it was like a whole thing, right? I think I die here. No, I didn't. All right. But yeah, this isn't going to be the attempt where I win. I might just skip to that, because I've talked pretty much about everything. Like the bug where you press the T key on the keyboard, and I don't think that would be a problem with console. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But or if you're just using a controller, I mean. But yeah, look at this one going well. I got hit by the ice thing there. That wasn't good. But it's just Dark Souls, right? You don't want to get greedy. You dodge, get the hit in when you can. It's just this fight. Honestly, this fight was like Nameless King, right? Where you just have to dodge everything, and there's like that one window to attack. So let me skip ahead. I want to see at some point I find the little weapons. I want to see if I can find that real quick. Like this is where I was farming mobs. And yeah, like you just get better. Like this guy was tough, and then I'm just over here just, probably oops, I hardened there by accident. Oh shit, rolling into a wall, that's no good, but yeah, look at this. Oh, the combat, right? So there's strong and light attacks, and you can just mix them in. Ooh, it took a hit, that's not good. You can just mix them in, like light attack, heavy attack, levy, I said levy, it's really fluid, like it's smooth, it's really smooth. Like it's really nice. Like you mix them in, like you don't even notice. You don't really get punished for using strong attacks. They're not like super slow, right? Like I mean, like I wouldn't even be able to identify if I'm using a strong or light attack in these like in this footage, just because it all blends together so well. I was out of stamina there, not good. I don't know about the UI is a little. It's hard to keep an eye on your health and your stamina and all that stuff. Like it's kind of, I think it should just be on the top of the screen, right? Because I'm looking like in the top section of the screen, like from my character, like over, like kind of like I don't know, this kind of shape, right? This is how I'm looking at it, right? And then everything's below that, so that's kind of, but yeah, I guess it's okay, So I want to find the attempt. Look at that ragdoll. Amazing. What's this? Okay, there, yeah. Okay, so right here. So I'm walking in here, and somehow I didn't notice the little dot there. And I'm like, what's that? Okay. Pick it up. And then boom. Those are the weapons that belong to this character, right? So every shell will have its own weapon. It's I don't like these weapons. You know, they're weak. They do poison damage, which is pretty cool. That's something that I thought was kind of neat. You know, I don't think the poison damage worked on the boss, and then obviously they just did less damage than the sword. But it's like, I don't know. All right, so I don't know which parts I skipped through or whatever, but you know, I was just kind of babbling. So you know, skipped ahead. Final attempt, using the sword, using the rogue. Got the stamina, got the you know, the strong weapon, right? Enslaved Grisha. So let's get the sound going here. Oh god. Oh nice, I hit him. Here. Oh fuck. Fucked myself up there. Alright. I got it. See, I'm actually using the harden a lot more. That's the main thing, is you gotta use harden. Ah, fucking shit. Alright. God, oh, that was easy. Wait, he's not dead. Okay, he's dead. What's this? What's this? Loot? Dude, I got a glimpse. Alright, that was easy, dude. Wow. That wasn't even like a tough fight. I didn't even die. Alright. Out of here. So that was, you know, the fight. Pretty good fight, right? Those mobs over there being loud, you know, they were a little distracting. Sorry, my nose is really itchy there. So you go through, and it's like I suspected. I was like, you know, this is a demo, all right? This is what demos do. You beat the boss, you go to the final area, and then I say, thank you, goodbye. You know, that's what a demo does. So I got some more items that I don't know what they do, right? A golden bell, you know? And then I play the lute for like 20 minutes or something here, and, you know, the lute is really good. I like that. The lute, like the instrument, not the items that you loot, but, the instrument is cool because, a lot of games will just, you know, be very straightforward, where it's just like, you know, what do? You kill bosses, right? Oh, great. What else, you know? Nothing. But in this, it's like, yeah, you can just, you know, play instruments. I'm assuming they'll add more, maybe. You can just mess around, right? You can just have little fun things that you do. So, there it is. Here's the end of the thing. I beat the boss. See, end of the preview, right? Great. So yeah, there's that. There's Mortal Shell, like, it's good, right? One issue going to Dark Souls immediately is I was just messing up, like I was playing as if I was playing this. I kept hitting the wrong keys. I kept pressing, you know, the harden button, trying to harden. Not good, right? But the game is good. It's a good game. Look forward to that coming out. $40, $30, or whatever it is. Definitely good, you know. Probably good. I mean, in this demo, it was good, but you never know if the rest of the game is going to be good, right? Alright, so there's that.